Very good morning, everyone. Hope everybody is ready to start your day with Kickstart.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Let's start. Back on Bhagavad Gita. Before going on Easter break, we left Bhagavad Gita on chapter 5th, and on the verses we were talking about self and realizing self, experiencing, reaching to the self. And last two sections, we just did some meditative practices to understand the self better. Even yesterday, I did the breath work just to control the mind and come back to the awareness. So nothing missed. We'll continue from where we left on Bhagavad Gita. In the chapter 5th, there are beautiful verses starting from 24 to 26, where there is a term consistently in every verse come, Brahmanirvana. This is a fact which introduced by Lord Krishna. And today in meditation, we will try to experience Brahmanirvana, which he is explaining here to Arjuna. Let's start with sitting comfortably, closing your eyes. Take a moment to withdraw yourself from the world around. Withdrawing self, which means all the sense organs, hearing, seeing, experiencing, understanding. By all the senses, what we constantly observe the world around us, and constantly our mind is engaged with that. Withdrawing ourselves with closing eyes, simply taking our senses from outside world and resting them inside body, breath, mind, or in any meditative practice which we take up. So the mind goes inward. Closing our eyes, just observing all that you may experience this very moment in body, breath, and mind. Wherever your focus goes first, when I say self, mind automatically reaches wherever it feels the self is, you are. Anything that attracts the mind towards, let's scan, observe. As long as mind is not on the outside world, anything or anyone from present, past, or future. Let's keep bringing the mind on the self, body, breath, mind, within yourself. Every time when the mind starts to wander around or get distracted, simply connect with your breathing, normal and natural breathing, but simply very slow down your exhalation. The slower the exhalation, slower the speed of the mind. It pulls the mind back and bringing to the focus area where you would like to focus. The self is the center of happiness. Most of the time, mind seeks this happiness in the world outside. But those who have realized, understand that it's all within, they're always filled with the happiness of the self. They alone find real peace in their heart, who has found this happiness within. Brahmanirvana is a state of highest bliss, happiness. The blissful state is only attained through controlling senses, removing the doubts, and by the knowledge of discrimination, understanding that it's within and how to be there. In this practice, to experience the state of Brahmanirvana, the state of this highest bliss, I would like you to simply observe on your peace, calmness, and happiness within. This very moment can define all three. The more you get absorbed within, the more you find a peace and calm state of mind. As mind is calm, it gets easier to get absorbed in this bliss of self, which naturally is within. In process to reach that highest state, we need to let go and start to get absorbed within. In this very state of meditation, there's a very slight pull you may experience, which is taking you down. The breath slows down. The body goes down in relaxation response. All the active stages needs to go down. And naturally you are experiencing the phase where mind is also sinking down. It wanders, but the moment you start to focus on breath or any object of your meditation, it starts to sink down. Then naturally, spontaneously, effortlessly, it's all going down towards the self, withdrawing itself from the world outside first, and then from the world within as well. Physics would like to soak itself in this bliss. You are that bliss. You are the self. You are that Brahman. Termed differently, but that all is you. the very self you experience at the moment, without any name, form, identity, without any needs to be anything else but just be yourself. The mind starts to slow down, starts to calm down, as it starts to enjoy this uninterrupted peace. When mind starts to get absorbed in this peace, in this calmness, the very moment mind get absorbed in this bliss, you reach to the highest state of the bliss. When the mind is looking for happiness in the world outside or within, it creates the desires. Those desires then mind would like to fulfill, to be happy. Desires which are fulfilled, they give birth to many more desires and finally creates a whirlpool that makes self miserable. The desires which do not get fulfilled, that creates anger, sadness, and having no self-control, full of desire, remaining under the grip of anger or the sadness, the one can never say the true happiness. On the contrary, when the mind in its natural stages find the happiness, calmness, the peace within. It will no more go after the desire to fulfill. With the knowledge, withdrawing the senses from the world outside, redirecting mind to reach within, is the practice explained. And as mind starts to experience the very self within, starts to experience this calmness, this peace, the bliss, you have reached the state, highest state of bliss called Brahmanirvana. It's a constant process to remind yourself, to redirect the mind in the light of knowledge. The mind finds its own path to reach the happiness. Let's continue to take this happiness analysis with the conscious awareness. As you interact with the world outside in your day ahead, maintaining the peace and happiness within. Let's continue our day with everything we would like to do. Focusing your mind constantly, continuously on the happiness. Absorbed in the self. Without disturbing. Let's continue. Everything what you wish to do. As you start to come back, I would like you to take a moment just to connect with your body again. As you slowly breathing in, any movement you feel in your chest, abdomen or shoulder, or in all three together. Exhaling all the movement you experience. Any sensation that comes first to your awareness. I would like you to take a deep breath and fully inhale, bulge your abdomen out. As you exhale, fully exhale, sink your abdomen in and come back to normal breathing. Bring your attention on your both palm. Just feeling the flow of energy. You feel a flow, a movement there. Very gently, bring your both hands together in Namaskar Mudra. Slowly start to rub your both palm together. Very gently, and as it starts to feel warm enough, let's place them on your both eyes. A very gentle massage on all over your face. Slowly take your hands down. Taking your own time before you open your eyes.